What's going on, my beautiful YouTube family? I know it's been a while, but it's good to be back. I have missed each and every one of you so terribly. But we are working on this small little Jeep Wrangler today. It's not a very big job. It's actually a very small job, depending on how you look at it. But I still think you guys might find it interesting. So let's dive right in. Now, from what I can see, it looks like the Jeep took a hit directly into the axle, and you can see the dent right there from the rim. And also, if you look up right here, you will see that this fender does not line up with the hood. And I checked the square on the front frame rails and they are over to the left. So what I'm going to do, I am going to weld onto this dent here and put a hold there and pull the rails over that way. And then once we get the rails straightened out, we'll cut that out, we'll straighten that out, and we'll be done. This is my Redneck Engineering frame tower slash hold thingamajig right here, and it actually serves its purpose fairly well. As you can see, we have a Mo clamp attachment welded to the frame. I'm going to hook up to the front rails and we are going to pull it over. I hit the frame rail with a grinder and polished it out with the DA. It is ready for primer. I also lined the front end up, and as you can see, the hood and the fenders now do actually match up. It is dented a little bit here and the fenders a little bit dented there, but that's all body work. Everything else is looking good. Now all that's left is to double check all my measurements and make sure everything is squared up and looking good, and she is off the rack and we are putting the Denali on. This one turned out actually pretty decent. The corner came back real nice and Kat is inspecting it. Check that out, guys. We got the corner out and now we are moving along to the worst part of the entire Jeep. This dent right here, it is pretty dented. And just like that, guys, I have it roughed in for the body work. This one is not as pretty as the rest of them because it was a little bit more mangled up. And honestly, I don't like the idea of sanding everything down and then straightening it and sanding it and straightening it because I think that it thins out the metal. So that's plenty right there. That's perfect for body work. Everything else looks really good. Now that the framework is done and she is ready for body work, the last thing I need to do is test fit this front bumper. And if this front bumper lines up and everything looks good, she is ready to go off to the body shop. And just like that, the Jeep is all done, guys. I am so excited to have this thing done and look how good it looks. All the lines are lined up. All the gaps look very good. The bumper, the grille, the hood, the fenders, everything is lining up really nice. And it's hard to get these Jeeps to line up, especially the little two doors, because they just twist and they bend. So happy with how this turned out. Look at that grille. Everything is exactly where it needs to be. And of course, we fixed the frame rail as well. So that looks really good. Look at that. You can't really tell that it was hurt. And we pulled all the dents out. So we did quite a bit of work on this thing. And I'm happy that I don't have to do the body work and paint because normally I would have to keep going and do everything to finish. But thankfully, I'm not doing any of that, and we are actually not going to be doing much body work and paint because now Paul is gone as well, so that's kind of some big news. I might be looking for a little helper, so email me your resume and let me know what you got going on, and then we'll go from there. But man, look at this thing. I would be happy. Guys, would you be happy if this was your Jeep and you've seen it before and now you're looking at it now? Would you be happy? I would be happy. I don't know if I'd be happy with that red, white, and blue theme going on, but I'm sure that's going to change. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Stay tuned. I am working on the Denali, and this is an insane job, guys. It kind of reminds me of the Jeep Cherokee job, but really kind of not as bad because they already replaced the frame for me. So frame has been swapped, and now I'm doing all the body work to it. And as you can see, here's the front end cradle that I need to replace. So stay tuned for that video, and I will see you guys in the next one.